Alright everybody, I hope you had a nice week. It's time for part 2 of Fable. In the last episode, Nate found out that his mother was still alive and in prison. He goes to save her from prison, and his dumbass runs into a trap. So that's where we're at. So now Nate is in prison and being tortured. He has to win races to gain an audience with the warden in his office where the keys are. The warden likes to regale the winner with his own poetry.
You have earned yourself a singular reward, one of my world-famous poetry readings. Yes, that's right. These stone walls cannot still the beating heart of a poet.
When Nate fails to get the key and convince the warden that he likes the poetry, he gets special attention paid to him.
My lyrical opus is wasted on your Philistine ears. Back to the cell with you.
Welcome to your temporary home, the torture chamber. We're gonna have some fun with you. Yeah, we're gonna enjoy this.
After a year of that crap, Nate finally wins a race and grabs the key. When the warden notices it's gone, he cancels Nate's torture to have the guards help him look. And Nate takes the opportunity to use the key and free everyone for a good old-fashioned jail riot. Once Nate gets to the armory for his gear, it's all over. And don't ask me where he hid the key. I'm trying to pretend that he maybe hid it under his armpit or someplace, but we kind of all know there's only one place to do it. I just wonder how he got it up there in the middle of his poetry. So you just get that key, because those keys look really big. Like, what did he do? Like, just hide it under his nutsack or something? Like, how did in the world did he hide the key without making it look uncomfortable? Oh well. Anyway, Nate goes back to his mom, and they run as fast as they can to the exit, but then a huge tentacle monster pops up. What the hell? Nate and his mom defeat the monster and have a conference outside.
Revenge burned like a sun within the hero, and his destiny was clear. Jack had cast a shadow over the whole of his life. He had been the architect of his sister's blind suffering and of his mother's imprisonment. And soon his power would be absolute.
You did pretty well back there, but there's still so much to do. Jack is getting closer to the sword. I can feel it. He needs a key to unlock the sword from its hiding place, and now he knows where it is. The key is in Hook Coast, hidden in the ruins of an old abbey. You have to get to it first. We have one advantage. He doesn't know the key will only make itself known to one of our bloodline. That's why we have to find your sister. As long as she's out there, Jack could use her. You should go to Darkwood and investigate the portal. There must be some way of activating it. It's the only way to get to Hook Coast. But first, I have a gift for you. There's power in your blood that hasn't been tapped yet. Feels good, doesn't it? From now on, I will be able to talk to you through your guild seal. Now go. I will try to find Teresa.
But before we go to the Hook Coast, I wanted to talk about Lady Grey, the mayor of Bowerstone. So Nate gets the champion seal and heads towards Bowerstone North.
Sir.
Have you talked to the mayor yet?
It's lovely here, don't you think? But sometimes it feels like the loneliest place in the world. You see, I haven't married yet. Somehow I've never met a man worthy enough. I've always known that only someone who could conquer the arena could conquer me. Perhaps you could bring me a gift from town. I'm sure you can find something fitting for a lady.
She sends him to bring back a gift. Nate finds out that she wants a black rose. Okay. More intriguing, though, was that there's a man set to be executed for trying to expose Lady Grey. He swears up and down that she killed her sister, but he can prove it.
That's what happens when you start asking too many questions round here. That woman is a demon, but no one will believe me. Just because I was wrong about the guards controlling our dreams by spiking our water supplies. Her sister was an angel. Would have made a wonderful mayor. And I know Lady Grey killed her. I just know it. You have to help me prove it. Otherwise, Bowerstone will remain in her clutches, and I'll be executed. All you need to do is get her dead sister to tell you what really happened. Don't give me that look. We all know ghosts exist. You've seen them. I've seen them. We've all seen them. Lady Grey's sister, Amanda, had a sweetheart called Rodri.
So Nate goes to see Rodri.
Amanda. She was afraid her sister would find out about us and use it against her. Stop her from becoming mayor. I'm no noble, after all. So, we'd meet in secret in the Grey House cellar. I would sneak out to the stables and flash my lamp 3 times to let her know I was there. One night, she didn't come out, and I found the cellar door locked. Her sister, Elvira, Lady Grey as she's now known, told me she had died of some terrible illness.
Nate goes to the Grey House, waits till nightfall, goes to the barn and flashes the light 3 times. Lo and behold, the ghost of Amanda comes out and goes into the cellar.
Rodri, is that you? I've waited for you so long and Wait, you're not Rodri. I prayed that he would rescue me, but he never came. When the air ran out, I closed my eyes and imagined I was dying in his arms. Now I'll never see him again. And my sister has taken everything. People must know the truth about her. Take this letter. Show the world what really happened.
So, now you know the truth. Amanda was a weak, romantic fool. She didn't have what it takes to run Bowerstone. She would have turned the whole place into an egalitarian slum. But don't worry your pretty head with such big words. We can still be together. You can still have me. Wouldn't you like to be mayor? Think of the power. It can all be yours. Just hand over the letter.
Lady Grey tries to entice Nate with her, political assets, if you choose to destroy the letter. I mean, first you use your big strong hero muscles to conquer the arena, and then you use your big strong hero muscles to conquer the mayor. Und dann you and the mayor zusammen can conquer the Welt. I mean, she's been looking for a reason to tear down that stupid village Oakvale and build a golf course. What do you say, Nate? If Nate doesn't rip up the letter...
What? No one refuses Lady Grey. No one. You're just like the rest of those imbeciles, infecting my city with their petty little lives. Fine then. Tell everyone. Have your moment of glory. But I will return one day, and I will wash away all the filth with your blood. Remember that, hero.
Nate brings the letter back to Bowerstone and hands it to the cop. Then, in the most shocking twist of all, the cop exonerates the guy in jail and makes Nate the mayor. I mean, I would assume that the cop would seize the letter as evidence, rip it up, and say, "What letter?" and try to throw Nate in jail with the other guy for execution. Then Nate would have to kill every cop in that area, kill Lady Grey like she killed Amanda, then install a better mayor. No good deed goes unpunished, you know. Anyway, if Nate does rip up the letter...
Is that you? I've waited for you so long and I... Wait, you're not Rodri?
A wise decision, my sweet. There's just one more thing you need to do before you can call me yours. Another hero seeks my hand in marriage. That pitiful fool, Thunder.
Lady Grey tells you you have to kill Thunder before you get laid. You meet up with Thunder, who I don't understand how he got caught up in all this. Like, he's the other boyfriend? He was sitting there letting Lady Grey proposition Nate, and he's just like, he ain't that great. So why should he care if Nate gets with her? Go get another job. You're a 6'4" hero black dude with a deep voice and an accent. Go and save some pretty girls or something. I mean, Lady Grey is pretty hot, but that job security, though.
You have come to your own execution. No fanboy is going to beat me. Not even a friend of Whispers.
Dang, he just mollywopped me on the first shot there.
If I can't have her, no one else can. You fight bravely, but Lady Grey is mine, and I won't give her up.
So Nate defeats Thunder.
Whisper chooses her friends well. No one has defeated me before, and now the lady is yours. Leave me alone now.
Then he takes the helmet to Lady Grey and she marries him.
Oh, my hero. I heard what happened. No one could have proven themselves worthier than you. I'm so happy. I must make the arrangements for the wedding at once. And if you so much as look at another woman before then, I shall have her pretty head chopped off.
So I can take off them clothes.
And so the hero married. And for one day at least, the troubles of a hard world were put aside.
And that's it. No new pathways are opened or anything that I know of. So, back to the original story. Nate re-kills all the undead warriors to power the portal to the Hook Coast. Once he gets there, he finds that there's a magical barrier that keeps him from getting to the dancing chicken. Nate's mom calls him back to the guild to look at a book. Really, Mom? By the way, let me point out that Nate is looking really worse for wear here. I mean, I chose the path of a warrior, and I'll be hacking and slashing my way through these games, and the old version makes him look like an old dude. Like, you could tell he's been through some shit. The newer version, not so much. He just kinda looks like the same doof with grayer hair. Maybe it was the choices I made. So, Nate goes to Maze's quarters to find his mommy being abducted by Jack of Blades soldiers.
The book! Don't forget the book!
And at this point, the Guildmaster gives you the point of no return speech on your other quests.
Good. Now quickly, give me the Thaumaturgica. When you approach the barrier to Hook Coast Abbey, I shall contact you on your guild seal. If I read from the correct passage, it should disable the barrier. Now go.
The book is called the Thaumaturgica? Back at the barrier, the Guildmaster does the chant. And we find Maze.
You're alive? Yes, I was worried when you disappeared. Your sister. I know. I had to tie her up. Jack is controlling her somehow. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to stop him.
He's lying. He's the one working for Jack.
No, she's trying to confuse you. She's...
There is really no time for this, old wizard. Finish the ritual, Maze. I'd like my key now.
It's almost over, and it will be easier with the boy here.
So, you escaped my little cage. I'm surprised it took you so long. I trust you didn't lose too much of that precious blood of yours getting out. The septimal key. You've hidden from me far too long. Take our 2 blood bags to the chamber. I shall be there soon.
Surprised? You shouldn't be. Only an idiot would oppose Jack. You can't win, boy. The world belongs to Jack now.
You know, something I don't quite understand is why they needed Nate's blood in the first place. They have the mother, and they had Teresa. They only needed Teresa to reveal the key, but they already had the mom this whole time. If Jack needed Nate, then why didn't he try to capture him at the arena? Why did he clue Nate in on where his mother was being held? You would have had a man and a woman with the same noble blood when you had Nate and his mom. Can any of you watching make more sense of this for me, please? So Maze and Nate have one long, drawn-out fight that stretches throughout the coast.
Why do you think I spared you as a child? I should have killed you then.
Got him. Alright, let me roll that out this time.
I was wrong. Maybe you are strong enough to defeat Jack. You haven't got much time. He's using the key to activate the focus sites all over Albion. Then the sword will be his, and it'll be too late. They'll be trying to stop him. None of them can. Oh. You want to know why I did it, don't you? I suppose I'm just an old coward, boy. We don't all embrace death easily. For some of us, the only quest, is to escape death, whatever the cost. And it looks like I failed.
That death yell, though. So Nate goes back to the guild to get the quest card that allows him to stop the 3 focus sites from activating. It's a big deal, so he's joined by some guild members, Briar Rose and Thunder, pretty much the only 2 guild members in existence. The first 2 focus sites were activated when Nate gets there, so all Nate can do is listen to Jack make fun of him for being so slow.
So Maze couldn't hold you. He wouldn't have seen the end of the day anyway. He had outlived his usefulness. You're too late here. This site is active. But don't worry, I haven't finished with you yet. I thought you weren't going to make it. You'll never catch up with me. How have you liked the new world? This is just a taste of what's to come. Just 2 more to go now.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Only one left. You aren't making this much of a challenge. And now your flesh and blood is waiting for me.
Damn him. We're too late.
And Nate could have just as easily gone to a different focus site that wasn't activated and waited for Jack while he was activating the others, but that would be too easy, wouldn't it have? At the 3rd focus site, Nate finds Jack with his mom, Scarlett.
Sweet Scarlet, I hope there is still some blood left in those hard old veins. But look, here comes a fresh supply. Are you ready to see the guild burn, hero?
Stop him!
Now I have to say this because it's a trope, but both Teresa and Scarlett are supposed to be great fighters, and this game has made both of them very weak. Scarlett was a Balverine hunter and arena champion. Teresa is an assassin that sees the future. Why do they suck this bad? Anyway, Jack of Blades was not joking around about the guild burning. Nate goes back and finds the guild master amongst the flames, just waiting on Nate to show up so that he can give him a rousing death speech and a quest card, of course.
There's nothing we could do. He has power like none I've ever seen. And he has your mother and sister too. If either of them dies, that will help us all. Stop him, lad. For all our sakes, stop him.
So Nate goes for the final confrontation in the Chamber of Fate where he graduated. But she's a big killer.
What a touching family reunion. The mother, the son, the daughter, and the
dancing chicken.
There's only one thing
I don't know why I did that. I just couldn't help it. Anyway, let's play the real scene, shall we?
What a touching family reunion. The mother, the son, the daughter, and the sword. There's only one thing
Mom!
It's your blood next. Then I will make this world burn.
So that was the original Fable plot summary, and here are both the endings. Got him.
And now comes the choice I spoke of so long ago. Strike me down now with the sword of Aeons, and you will become as powerful as Jack dreamt of being. Cast it into the vortex, and its darkness will be gone forever. So what will you do, little brother?
The hero had triumphed over Jack of Blades. The dark power of the sword was his to wield now. Over the months that followed, those who did not already fear him learned to do so. His bloodlust seemed boundless. Yet even evil fury ebbs with time, and even the darkest heart requires purpose. News of his deeds faded away. A whole year passed. With Jack gone, Albion returned to something approaching peace. It was the calm before the storm. And unknowingly, the greatest of all heroes waited at its center.
And now comes the choice I spoke of so long ago. Strike me down now with the sword of aeons, and you will become as powerful as Jack dreamt of being. Cast it into the vortex, and its darkness will be gone forever. So what will you do, little brother? They're both where they belong now, lost forever. It's time I found where I belong. I know it isn't here.
The hero had triumphed over Jack of Blades and forsaken the dark power of the sword. When he stepped outside into daylight, the crowds cheered his name. He walked among them as a legend. As the months passed, the guild and its people would recover. Walls would be rebuilt and order restored. For Teresa, it would not be so easy. She retreated to distant lands where a lifetime of wounds might be allowed to heal. A whole year passed. With Jack gone, Albion returned to something approaching peace. And for once, the greatest of all heroes was able to rest.
Okay, everybody, that was the plot summary for Fable. I have to admit, they did a pretty good job with the cutscenes, all the voices, and the stories. Usually I go through the regular plot summary, but some of the stories had so much beef, they felt like part of the plot. But when I finished the stories, I found out that they weren't part of the plot. They were just well thought out stories. Some of them were a little lame, like the White Balverine story, and that was part of the regular plot. But the mayor plot and the others were better than I thought they had any right to be. And some RPGs will only focus on voice acting in the main plot, like Neo: The World Ends With You is a good example. Then they make you read walls and walls of extra text, while others will give you way too much voice acting with not a lot of movement, like Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. People just stand there and move their mouth, and it seems like too much exposition. But here, if a person talks to you, it almost seems like something a real person would say. I found it pretty refreshing. So, let's finish this up with the lost chapters, which both the endings set up, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.